Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer from DocSports.com, and welcome to the update for New Year's Eve, Monday, December 31st, 2018. Got a free pick coming up in just a moment. If you've yet to become a member over at DocSports.com, just want to give it a try. Real cool way to do it. You click on the link below this video, get set up for a free $60 account. You can use those free $60 on any of my daily packages or anybody else over at DocSports.com. Again, it all starts, the $60 free account, by clicking on the link below this video. Free pick coming up in college football bowl action in just a minute. We'll get to that. First, a couple of quick notes. We still have three football plays left on this week's package, including Monday and Tuesday action. I've got my top play, 7-star main event, which goes on Monday. It's available right now at DocSports.com. And in fact, if you sign up for the free $60 account, you can get these remaining three plays. But the 7-star main events, you know how well we've done with our main events, college football and the NFL, over the course of this entire season. And I wanted to mention that we're going to be on a 62% run as we kick off Monday with our last more than 110 college and pro football picks combined, going all the way back to September, folks, up about $12,000 for those wagering, just $100 per unit. That's how well we've been able to do for the last 3 to 4 months, college football and NFL combined. Again, 7-star main event, final 7-star main event of the college football season goes on Monday. It's part of 3 bowl games that remain over at DocSports.com. 2 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday on New Year's Day. 7-star goes on Monday. Don't miss out. As far as basketball, we have 2 plays on Monday. We did cash a winning card, NBA college basketball combined on Sunday. And on Monday's card, we've got one from the NBA. We've also got one from college baskets. It's a short card on Monday, but one of the games fits what we look for and is a 4-star play for us on Monday over at DocSports.com. Don't miss out on those. As far as football is concerned, we're going to take a 56-33, 63% NFL run into the postseason. We only went 1-2 on Sunday, but still 56-33, 63% with our last 89 NFL plays. You don't want to miss out. Our plays for the wild card round will be available later this week at DocSports.com, Thursday afternoon to be exact, and we'll remind you as we get to Thursday's video. But just been a tremendous run going back to last year. You can go get the NFL playoff package now. Plays will be posted later this week. Last year, we closed on a 15-8 run with playoffs included in the NFL, almost 67% against the spread. And as you know, it's been a 3 or 4 month run now. College football, NFL combined, 62% against the spread over 110 plays, and up about $12,000 for those wagering, just $100 per unit. All right, we're going to get to the free pick in just a moment. I wanted to mention what's going on with the odds to win the Super Bowl, the updated odds from the Westgate Superbook. And also, it's early, but I wanted to get you what's going on with the betting report so far in the 4 games that are going to be taking place this upcoming week in the NFL playoffs. First, the Super Bowl odds. The the Saints are plus 225. The Saints are the favorite at plus 225. The Chiefs at plus 400. The Rams at plus 500 or 5-1. The New England Patriots plus 600. They're the 4th favorite. The Chicago Bears plus 900. The Chargers plus 1,600. The Ravens are plus 2,000. Texans and the Cowboys plus 2,500, as are the Seahawks plus 2,500 and the Colts at 2,500. And then the Eagles at plus 3,000. Now, I do know from reading a couple of articles on Sunday night when the Westgate Sportsbook director was asked about who they're going to give them the most liability at this point. They certainly don't want the Chicago Bears to win the Super Bowl. Same thing at CGT Sportsbooks in Las Vegas. They certainly would rather not have the Chicago Bears winning the Super Bowl. They were at one time 100-1 early on this season, and as I mentioned, they are now 9-1 as we kick off the playoffs. And these numbers, of course, will be moved around a little bit over the next couple of days, but that's the report from Sunday night. Real quick note also on Nick Foles, because he didn't finish the game for the Eagles on Sunday. He's got injured ribs, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to play this upcoming week against the Bears, and we'll get you the betting info on that in just a moment. But the defending Super Bowl champs did make it to the postseason, and they are plus 3,000 or 30-1 to go back and to repeat and win the Super Bowl. Also wanted to mention that Excuse me. Our next podcast is going to be this coming Wednesday, January 2nd. And I'll be on with Bernie Fratto, with Indian Cowboy from DocSports.com, and we'll see if we can get a representative from one of the sports books. I'm going to reach out to Jason Simbel over at CG Sportsbooks. He's done a bunch of podcasts with us this year. We'll get his take on where they have the most liability when it comes to both the Super Bowl and to the upcoming weekend. That'll give us a couple of full days of betting action on the playoffs before we talk to him. So we'll get a real good read on at least where the sharps stand on Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So let's get to the matchups. Let's tell you where the opening night of action is. Saturday at 4:35 p.m. Eastern, 1:35 p.m. Pacific. You've got the Colts at Houston. The Texans laying 2.5, total 47.5. First action on Sunday night, saw public action all over the Texans as betting kicked off. But the sharp action and majority of the money is on the Colts as we speak, plus the points. It took the number from 3 down to 2.5 offshore. The late game on Saturday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, features Seattle at Dallas. Cowboys 2.5 and 42 there. And this one's split on the early betting. 55% of the tickets or public action is on Seattle, but 55% of the overall money thus far, driven by the sharps, is on the Dallas Cowboys minus the points. Dallas did open 1 offshore. They're 2.5 everywhere, including Vegas, where they basically opened 2.5. Vegas usually waits. Offshores do the opening of the lines, and then Vegas will hang their number after a little bit of movement. But as we said, the offshores open as low as 1, now up to 2.5 just about everywhere. The early Sunday game, Chargers at the Ravens. Ravens laying 2.5, total 42.5. And yeah, it's early for all these games, no doubt about it. But the Chargers are getting the public and the sharp action so far. Most joints open Baltimore 2.5. They've been as high as 3 before coming back to 2.5 at those books. That did go to 3 at one point. So 2.5 just about everywhere. And again, you're looking at a situation where the Chargers are the public side on Sunday night, also getting the sharp action. As far as the Sunday late game, I just mentioned about the Eagles and the Bears. Nick Foles looks like he's going to play, at least as of right now. All indications are that he's going to play with sore ribs. But this is the late game on Sunday. The Bears have been as high as 6.5, as low as 4.5, the total at 42. Not all shops, not all books have this game posted yet. But again, right now we're looking at the public on the defending Super Bowl champs, while the sharper money has been coming in on the Chicago Bears. And there's your initial first report for next week's NFL playoff action. And again, be sure to tune in on Wednesday. We will have our podcast Wednesday night, Thursday morning. It'll be available to the public. It'll be over at DocSports.com. And Bernie Fratto, Indian Cowboy, and I will break down all 4 of the games. We'll talk also about the College Football Championship game. And we'll get one of the sportsbook directors in Vegas to come on with us and tell us where the betting is, where the public is, where the sharps are, and also where their liability happens to be. All right, let's get to Monday's free pick. And don't forget, I've got that big 7-star main event, final one of the college football season going on Monday. 3 plays to go in college football, 2 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday. The package available right now over at DocSports.com. Free Monday action, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Going to lay the points, 7 with Texas A&M over NC State. Yeah, the number's gone up a bit, but we agree with it. NC State, man, they've been a one-man game when it comes to running the football. The kid Gillespie, the running back, he's run well. He's over 1,000 yards, but as a team, they're not good running the football. They're close to 100. I think it's 98th in the nation on the ground in yards gained per game. And I think it's going to hurt him here a bit also because Kelvin Harmon, their top-notch future NFLer at wide receiver, well, he said that he's not going to play, and we've known that for a little while now. That's part of the reason this number has gone up like it has, because Harmon wants to sit out, get ready for next year's NFL draft. The Pack receiving core is not a deep receiving core. They got the kid Myers, pretty good receiver in his own right. But again, it's a situation now where Texas A&M can focus on him and see if somebody else can beat them. NC State just not with a deep receiving core this season. I think it's going to hurt him here. As far as the Aggies are concerned, listen, NC State's put up some nice defensive numbers against the run, but the Aggies can change it up plenty. They've got great offensive talent. They do want to run the football, but they can also test NC State's pass defense, which has had its issues at times this season, and then A&M can spread them out a little bit and open up some holes for that running game also. So I think it's going to end up being a game where we see Texas A&M pull away over the final 2 quarters. I think it's going to be a 34-23, 37-24 type of win for A&M. And also, don't forget, Jimbo Fisher at A&M now, he's prepared for this NC State team many, many times as the head coach and assistant with the Florida State Seminoles. So you know what to expect if you're Jimbo Fisher preparing for this particular game. I like A&M minus the points on Monday. That's the free play, Texas A&M in Monday Bowl action. Again, that one kicks off around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, don't forget NBA college basketball. We're in action in both, a play in each. On Monday's card, we've got NHL going on Monday, having a great start to the season in the NHL, going all the way back to October. You don't want to miss out on that. And then as far as college football is concerned, 3 more bowl games, 2 on Monday, including the final 7-star main event, and 1 that goes on Tuesday. Grab it all right now over at DocSports.com. All right, listen, I'm Scott Spreitzer. If you like these videos, click on that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe. And again, check out all the work over at DocSports.com. We'll be right back here on New Year's Day, Tuesday morning, around 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific time. Have a safe and fun New Year's Eve. Best of luck on Monday. We'll be right back here Tuesday morning.